Hello and welcome to Sports Fan Entertainment. It is time for my NFL Week 7 picks and predictions video. No, this is not a Tennessee Titans channel, as some of you have been commenting lately. Last week, I was off on a respite, off on a vacation, off on a field trip. I was off the grid, so there were no videos from me, but I'm back this week and we're back to give my picks and predictions. And man, I gotta step it up because the past couple weeks, man, I've not been doing good, but I think I may have finally figured out this weird NFL season. Teams on the road are winning this year, okay? Teams on the road have a positive record this year. It's weird, but I'm going to roll with it because this week I'm picking 10 teams on the road, and I hope I can finally have another positive week, a good week for my picks and predictions. We start with the Thursday night football game. We have the Kansas City Chiefs traveling to Oakland and facing the Oakland Raiders. And I thought the Chiefs were going to beat the Steelers last week, and I was wrong. And as for the Raiders, I thought they were going to beat the Chargers, and I was wrong. So we have two teams here coming off of losses I didn't think they would get. And the Raiders' season is slipping away. They're 2-4, and man, they got to be desperate. But at the same time, they just ain't that good. And we've seen this Kansas City Chiefs team own the Oakland Raiders for the past couple of years. Last year, they swept the Raiders. Of the Raiders' 3 losses in the regular season, it was either 3 or 4, I think. 2 of them came to the Kansas City Chiefs. Okay, the Chiefs have the Raiders' number. They have Derek Carr's number for some reason that I don't know. So even in Oakland, and even though Oakland is just hanging on for dear life, I gotta pick the Chiefs. This is my first road team here to go on the road and beat the Oakland Raiders in Oakland. But as for the Raiders, if they can really be inspired and motivated to win this game, they could pull it out. But man, they're just not looking very good right now, losing to the Chargers in Oakland. All right, next game, you have the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Buffalo Bills. And this game is completely dependent on Jameis Winston to me. Up until this point, yes, the Buffalo Bills have proven to be a better team than the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, but man, the Bucs ain't that bad, man. They now have had 2 straight losses, and I just can't see them having a third. I see them getting really amped up and motivated to win this game and break their losing streak. And Buffalo, although they're 3-2, their offensive personnel ain't very good, okay? Jordan Matthews may be coming back now, but really all you have to do is just stop LaShawn McCoy, and the Bills won't score more than 20 points, okay? I think the Bucs can do that, but they're going to need Jameis Winston. So if Jameis Winston plays, I'm going to pick the Bucs. If he doesn't, I'm going to pick the Bills, but I still think the Bucs could win the game. So you know what, F it. I'm going to pick the Bucs no matter what. Because we saw last week, Ryan Fitzpatrick damn near let it come back against the Cardinals. So I'm going to pick the Bucs no matter what. I think the Bucs, they may not be a playoff team this year, but at least they're going to be like 8-8, right? And these 8-8 teams, they're dangerous coming off of 2 straight losses. They seem to bounce back. I think the Bucs are that kind of team. So give me the Bucs to beat Buffalo in Buffalo, because these teams are closer to being equal than the Bills being a lot better than the Bucs, right? So I think the records will reflect that after this week. Next game, we have the Carolina Panthers at the Chicago Bears. Panthers, they lost last week against the Philadelphia Eagles in Carolina. Not a bad loss because the Eagles are good. Bears, they got it done last week. I didn't think they were going to win that game, but they did. So are they going to, get 2 straight wins here, the Chicago Bears? I can't say that. I mean, right now you have the Carolina Panthers coming to Chicago, and the Panthers have shown an ability this season to get games done when they should. So give me the Panthers to win this game in Chicago against the Chicago Bears, who, although are improving, they're not very good. Next game, we have the Tennessee Titans at the Cleveland Browns. And look, okay, this is why I was telling Titans fans to relax, okay? Even though we got our ass kicked against the Texans and we lost to the Miami Dolphins, we're fine, because we got the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts coming up. We beat the Colts, now we got the Browns, and then we have our damn bye week. Okay, we're gonna get Corey Davis healthy, and everything's gonna be good. So for this game, Cleveland Browns, they stink. Okay, they stink. They're the worst team in the league. They're horrible, they're awful, they're terrible. And it all starts with the head coach to me. I think this team should fire Hugh Jackson. It doesn't matter who the hell the quarterback is. He can't coach them to crap. And now he's what? 22? 1-22 as the head coach of the Cleveland Browns. He stinks. 1-21. 1-21 as head coach of the Cleveland Browns. He's going to be 1-22. I'm already looking ahead in the future. Give me the Tennessee Titans to beat the Cleveland Browns. Next game, we have the New Orleans Saints at the Green Bay Packers. The Packers are relying on Aaron Rodgers. That's what we know to be true. We've seen this season, man. Teams without the quarterbacks ain't very good. Okay, the Raiders couldn't win anything without Derek Carr. We saw the Titans not be able to win without Marcus Mariota. The Packers won't be able to win without Aaron Rodgers. And I liked Brett Hundley in the preseason, but when it was time to play last week, he didn't play very well. Okay, so maybe he needs a whole week of practice, and in this game, he'll look pretty formidable. But until I see it on that damn field, I can't pick the Packers to beat the hot New Orleans Saints, who are playing well right now. They're playing well right now. Their defense is coming up with turnovers. Yeah, Marshawn Lattimore, their first-round pick, playing well. I gotta pick the Saints to go to Green Bay and get the victory. Drew Brees is playing well this year. I don't think, has he thrown an interception yet? Maybe one or two, but he hasn't thrown many. They're going to get it done to me. So I'm picking a lot of road teams, man. Hopefully they come through for me. Next game, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars at the Indianapolis Colts, and I finally get it. I finally understand it, football gods. If it's an odd week, the Jacksonville Jaguars got this. And this is an odd week. Hey, it's been true. They won week 1, they won week 3, they won week 5, and guess what week it is? It is week 7. And this isn't far-fetched, as they're traveling to Indianapolis. And Indianapolis is not very good. Although I like Jacoby Brissett, I think he's doing the most he can with the personnel he currently has. I think he's actually quite formidable, and it wouldn't shock me if the Colts won this game, but the Jaguars' upside in these odd weeks has been ridiculous. They just kicked the Texans' ass, they kicked the Ravens' ass, and they kicked the Steelers' ass. All on the road, one of them being in London. Okay, so I gotta pick the Jags on an odd week. I'm picking the Jags in an odd week. Give me the Jags. Next game of the Arizona Cardinals at the LA Rams in London. Okay, the Cardinals, I don't know what got into them last week, but Carson Palmer was looking 10 years younger. Okay, Jaron Brown, they were running around like the idiots they were, and they were doing good. But is that who the Cardinals really are? And speaking of old men looking pretty good, Adrian Peterson, he had a rejuvenation of sorts. Wow! Okay, is this guy back on the radar? I can't buy it yet. I need to see at least one more week before I buy into that. You know, I think the Bucs were just in disarray last week. Maybe Peterson's very good. Let me see one more week. The Rams have been pretty damn good this year. Okay, they're 4-2 at this point. And last week they got it done on the road in Jacksonville. Now going to London. They should get it done here. Give me the Rams to beat the Arizona Cardinals. Next game, New York Jets at the Miami Dolphins, and the Dolphins keep winning games. They're 3-2. I don't know how last week they beat the Falcons, but they got it done. Got to give respect to Jay Cutler and company for that. But we saw this game. We saw the Dolphins versus the Jets this season, and the Dolphins weren't close. It was 20-6, and that game I know was in New York, but damn it, it was 20-6. I got the Jets, man. Look, I know we keep looking at the Jets on paper, and we're saying they're not very good offensively, but they keep doing enough. And their defense, we knew it was pretty decent on paper heading in, and we just thought the offense was so awful. But more and more I'm realizing this, and I thought this even before the year, I don't think wide receivers really even matter much. And since they traded for Jermaine Kearse, they're just kind of fine right now. They're using Austin Seferian-Jenkins well as a tight end right now for their football team. I think the Jets are better. I think they really dominated the Dolphins in their week 2 or week 3 matchup. And I expect more of the same here, even in Miami. Give me the Jets to go to Miami and beat the Dolphins, because they did so convincingly earlier this season. I think they continue to do it, and they continue to surprise us all. The New York Jets. Next game, we have the Baltimore Ravens at the Minnesota Vikings. And whoa, this is a game that I don't understand why everyone's on the same page on. Look, I'm going to pick the Vikings, like almost everyone else, but why are we all on board with this? Because I think this is 50-50. Okay, the Vikings, they looked good last week against an Aaron Rodgers-less Green Bay Packers team, but This team ain't that good, and the Ravens, they're capable of winning in the occasional game on the road. They're capable of winning games that they should. Remember, they beat the Raiders without Derek Carr. Vikings, who's their quarterback? I don't know. I guess it's going to be Bradford again. I can't keep up with this crap. Teddy Bridgewater's practicing now, for God's sake. How can anyone keep up with this junk? So I'm looking out for the Ravens upset here. But Vikings at home, my rule, pick the Vikings at home. Okay, last week I didn't do that. I didn't make the video, but I didn't do that, and it was a horrible mistake. Why the hell did I not do that? Vikings at home, I'm picking the Vikings. That's my move. Next game, Cincinnati Bengals at the Pittsburgh Steelers. And look, the Bengals are having a resurgence. We're going to find out how strong this resurgence is. If they go to Pittsburgh and get this done, look out for the Cincinnati Bengals. They could win the AFC North because their defense is playing well right now, and their offense is now bouncing back after I told all y'all that would happen after they fired their offensive coordinator. I tried to warn you. Bengals could be coming soon. They're 2-3. Win this game, they're 3-3. Steelers are 4-3. Ravens 3-4 most likely. Bengals are something to look out for. But I got to pick the Steelers, man. They're at home. They beat the Chiefs last week, which kind of concerns me because they're week to week. If they won the week prior, they're sometimes a little lackadaisical the week after. But, this game in Pittsburgh, it should go to Pittsburgh as long as they have their heads on straight. Martavis Bryant, shut up, and company. Next game, we have the Dallas Cowboys at the San Francisco 49ers, and I can't keep up with this junk. Okay, I don't understand this legal mumbo jumbo going on between Ezekiel Elliott and the NFL. 1 minute he's suspended, the next minute he's not, and I don't feel like reading through all these affidavits and all this legal crap, okay, to figure out what the hell is going on with this guy. He's getting restraining orders, he's getting this, he's getting that. I don't understand this crap. What the hell? Okay, but he's playing. Okay, I'm being told that he's playing. Who knows what I'll be told tomorrow? So because he's playing, and because Dak Prescott is healthy, and the Cowboys are just better, give me the Cowboys to win this game. But watch as the 49ers compete yet again and lose in a close fourth quarter game because that's their move. That's Kyle Shanahan's move. But at least CJ Beathard looks decent for this football team. Next, give me the Denver Broncos at the LA Chargers. Now, I'm not buying it. Sorry, Charger fans, I'm not buying it. Okay, 2 straight wins. It's nice, but I'm not buying it. I don't think the Chargers really have what it takes to be a winner in this league. I think we saw them the first month, man. They're so up and down. And I'm telling you, man, I can't pick this team well, so I'm probably going to be wrong on this, but I think the Broncos are going to bounce back. After losing at home last week to the Giants in the fashion in which they did, I expect they bounce back from the Broncos. I remember when they went on the road earlier this season, had a couple impressive victories, both on the road and at home, and they beat the Chargers in Denver. Although, young Kweku has something to say about that. I like the Broncos versus the Chargers. I think the Broncos have an advantage here. I'm pretty sure the Broncos either swept them or damn near swept them last year. Give me the Broncos to go to LA and get it done because the Chargers have no home field advantage. Okay, so I don't care about that. And the Broncos are coming off a loss. Chargers coming off a win. I like that to balance out this week. Give the Broncos to win in LA. Next game, Seattle Seahawks at the New York Giants. And look, okay, how did the Giants win that game last week? I don't know, but Seattle's about to shut them down. Seattle's coming off of the bye week, okay, and they actually have cornerbacks that will cover the Giants wide receivers and just shut them down. They're not going to be able to move the football at all, while Russell Wilson will be able to do enough to win. Trevor Siemian couldn't. Russell Wilson can. Give me the Seattle Seahawks to win in New York. Atlanta Falcons at the New England Patriots. We have the Super Bowl 51 rematch here. And I got to go with the New England Patriots. And before the season, I had the Falcons winning this game. But the Falcons are a little too inconsistent for me. And the Patriots, although they have their issues, they're getting these games done, man. Last 2 weeks, they've gotten the W, okay? They have the occasional loss. They lost to the Panthers, in New England. They lost to the Chiefs in New England, but eventually, they're going to start winning games at home. I think it starts here. Give me the Patriots to beat the Falcons. And then the next game, Washington Redskins at the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Eagles are playing well. Damn it. I knew I should have went all in and just picked the Eagles to win the NFC East before the season, but I was too scared. I knew I should have done it. I've been going 9-7. I said, hey, that's respectable. And I felt in my stomach they'd win the whole NFC East, but I did not have the balls for it. they're going to win this game. It's in Philadelphia. They've had, oh my God, it's going to be like 10 or 11 days they've had to prepare for this game since they had the Thursday Night Football game the week prior. Redskins coming off of a win that really wasn't too impressive over the 49ers. Give me the Eagles to get it done in Philadelphia. And we end with my guarantees of the week. We start with the Chiefs -3. Okay, I think they have an advantage over the Raiders. They should win by 3 or more points. They just own the Derek Carr Raiders. Next, give me the Titans -6. Maybe a little biased here, but I think the Browns stink, man. They don't cover crap, okay? They consistently get their asses kicked and blown out. The Titans should be able to cover even on the road. Rams -3.5. I don't love this, to be honest, because the Cardinals, if this Adrian Peterson is truly back, if he's truly back to old form, man, they could win that game, but I think the Rams are just better this year than the Cardinals, so 3.5 should not be too bad, although it's on a neutral field, which I don't love. And then next game, we have the New Orleans Saints -5.5. I think they get it done against the Green Bay Packers. I mean, maybe Brett Hundley, after a week of preparation and practice, he looks better, he looks good, and the Packers really compete. But the Saints should just get it done. It should be similar to how they beat the Panthers a couple weeks ago. And then last one, Ravens +5.5. Again, I like the Vikings to win that game, but 5.5 points? What? I don't get this line. How could you trust them with their quarterback play, their running back play? Jerry McKinnon's looking all right, but Latavius Murray's ass. I mean, that guy's ass, dude. Okay, so give me the Ravens to cover the 5.5 points. So there you go. Those are my Week 7 picks and predictions. What do you want to comment down below? I want to know. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like, comment, and most importantly, to subscribe. And until next time, this has been MJ of Sports Fan Entertainment, and I'm out. See you all later.